What is truthiness and falsiness in Python? Imagine you are checking if a list has items or if a number is 0. You might think about what Python considers true or false in these cases. That's what truthiness and falsiness are all about. In Python, every object can be evaluated as either true or false in a Boolean context. This is useful when you want to make decisions in your code without writing long comparisons. Most objects are considered truthy unless they are empty or 0. For example, a list with items is truthy, but an empty list is falsy. The same goes for strings, numbers, and other data types. Truthy values are objects that evaluate to true when checked in a Boolean context. For example, a non-empty string like hello is truthy. A number like 10 or 100 is also truthy. Any list or dictionary that has at least one item is truthy. Even custom objects can be made truthy or falsy by defining special methods. On the other hand, falsy values are objects that evaluate to false. Empty lists, empty strings, 0, and the special value none are all falsy. For example, an empty list or an empty string will be considered false in an if statement. 0, whether it is an integer 0 or a floating point 0, is also falsy. The value none, which often represents the absence of a value, is always falsy. This concept is very handy when writing conditional statements. Instead of checking if a list is not empty with a length comparison, you can simply write if my list. If the list has items, the condition passes. If it is empty, it evaluates to false and skips the block. Similarly, you can convert any object to a Boolean using the bool function. For example, bool returns false because an empty list is falsy. Conversely, bool 1, 2, 3 returns true. Understanding truthiness and falsiness helps you write cleaner and more efficient code. It allows you to make quick checks without explicitly comparing values. When you use variables, data types, and operators, knowing how objects evaluate in Boolean contexts makes your code more natural and Pythonic. In summary, truthiness and falsiness are about how Python interprets objects in Boolean situations. Most objects are truthy unless they are empty or 0. Recognizing these patterns helps you control your code flow easily and write more readable programs.